Okay guys, we're down here on the creek and I saw this diamondback water snake just laying up. I was like, that looks weird. But you know why it looks weird? Look at that. He's getting eaten by a really big cottonmouth. I have never seen a cottonmouth eating a water snake like this. And this diamondback is literally longer than this snake. We're starting to wonder if this cottonmouth is even still alive or not. I mean, look at that. Oh, he's alive. He's alive. Okay, now we know. This cottonmouth is trying to eat this probably 2.5 foot long diamondback water snake, and the cottonmouth is probably only maybe 2 foot max. That is the craziest crap, guys. I've never seen anything like this. It's crazy. And it's something that we're looking out for out here on this river. There's a bunch of cottonmouths. We have to watch every step we take. But this guy is not really a threat to us because he's got a mouthful of diamondback. He's still trying to eat that thing. That is insane. So crazy. Yeah. Oh, fish on. Oh, fish off. Oh, there we go, fish on. He can't even smoke. I saw him eat it. What is that? Oh, it's a largemouth. There we go. Starting off strong with a little largie. We're out here fishing for all the bass species today, so we're checking off largemouth early. Not a monster, but it was cool watching him up and smoke this thing. This jerkbait doesn't dive down that deep. I might need to put a deeper one on or swap to a more bottom bouncing presentation, but we'll start with that. I'm sure we'll find some shallower shoals. We got some big pools up ahead of us though, so I might have to make that swap, but we'll see what happens. Nice little largie. Send him back, get back in there so we can't catch another one real quick. Oh, he bit it. What is that? A green sunfish. Well, checking this off the list early too. He bit that back hook. These little jerkbaits catch everything. They like get drawn in by the flash and then they just bite the hook. So I don't think you're actually trying to bite the minnow bait. Tiny little green sunfish. Hopefully catch some bigger ones than that today. We'll take it. All right, did a little bait change. Jerkbait wasn't really working out as much as I wanted to throw it. The water is pretty slow. It's pretty stained. Sometimes you can still get them on that bait, but it just wasn't really working out. I need to throw something on the bottom. My dad's throwing a shaky head, so I'm gonna throw a wacky worm, kind of keep it up off the bottom. This bottom is littered with a bunch of chunky rock that I tend to get snagged up in a lot, and I ain't got time for that today. So we're gonna throw this wacky worm around. Should be able to catch some bass, maybe some sunfish. There we go. That's not small. That's a big one. That is a big one. Is it a gar? Oh, it's a jumping brown gar. Let's go. Let's go. Finally. Stay pinned. Stay pinned, big dog. This is what we're here for, guys. This is the guy we are here for. Look at this smallie. Woo! That's what's up, guys. That is a beautiful river smallie. He's not as big as I thought he was at the end of the cast, but I hooked him at the very end in the current. Put up a great fight, probably about a 15-incher or so. He stole my worm, but that's okay. We'll gladly trade a little wacky worm for fish of this caliber. We'll dig back in the bag and find us another one, but that is really, really cool. Man, it's exciting to finally get down into some good fish. We've been walking the creek for a little while now, but it takes a while to find them in this creek sometimes. Get on the good holes. We're gonna send him back. Ready to go, big dog? He said bye. Oh gosh, here we go. Oh, oh, it's a green one, big green one. That's what's up. Man, this one all we'll need is a big old spotted one.
There you go.
Yes, sir. That's a dandy right there. That's probably a 2-pounder. Got him. That's a nice one. Finally got a nice one on top water. Oh, he threw it. No. That was a big smallie. Oh my gosh. What a bite. Be a smallie. Be a big smallie. Oh yeah, it's smallie. That was the craziest bite ever. I just barely slowed it down. He smashed that Chapo. That's a big one. That's my biggest one. Bigger than the other one I caught. He's hooked pretty decently. Stay on, big guy. Oh, yeah, baby. Stay on there. Don't throw it. He's hooked still pretty good. You're about to give him the belly. About to belly him. Don't do it right there. Give up. Ah! Golly. I'm trying to lose this fish. There we go. Oh my gosh. It was like a cannonball went off in the water when you ate that thing. That is awesome. But he got both of those hooks really good. He tried throwing it, we're just there at the end. I had a little bit, I didn't have enough line out to grab him. Look at that beautiful smallmouth bass, guys. Chunky, definitely over 2 pounds. Probably 16 inches or so. Smashed the chopper. I missed a big one in the previous pool. I was thinking about changing up because I wouldn't get very many bites, but I just felt like if I kept throwing it, I would get another chance at a big one. And we're gonna keep throwing it through this pool. Oh, my dad's got a nice one too. Oh gosh, we got daily doubles. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. He back here being sneaky. Is that a brown one too? Yeah. What's wrong with that? That's 2 good ones. That's a good hole. Can we send this one back? See ya. The way he bit this thing, it almost looked like he was gonna be like a 4 or 5 pounder. Well, that's why I'm wearing, like, usually I wear a battery pack with a cord on this GoPro, so I ain't gotta worry about changing, gosh dang it. So I ain't gotta worry about changing out batteries and crap. But I know it's sketchy out here and gotcha. I need to tighten this drag back up. Another nice fish. Is that a brown one or a green one? It's a green one. I mean, look at that stripe on him. That thing is beautiful. Like, this is a beautiful largemouth. I mean, look at that. Absolutely perfect. He's kind of light colored, but look how well defined that stripe is. That's amazing. Let's send it back. All right. That's kind of the deal with fishing these rivers. Sometimes you can just, you know, start walking and you'll get into some pools and start catching them, but other times you got to walk a little bit of ways, and that seemed to have been what's going on here today. We've caught some pretty consistently, but we've caught 3 good ones here in this pool at the very beginning of it, and it just looks nice. This is the best looking pool I've seen so far. Oh, what you got? You got a drum? What you got, a drum? He's going the other way. How big is that? Oh gosh, that ain't small.
He ain't that big.
He ain't that small for out here. That's a medium. Don't lose him. Oh, it's green, I think.
Maybe it's a Kentucky bass.
Maybe that's what we're looking for. Oh, large mouth. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. Nice. Beautiful, big old 2 pound largie. Oh, biggin. Biggin. Giant. I found us a largemouth hole. Woo. I think he spit up a crawdad.
That's one you put on.
I know, that's what I'm about to put on. I'm trying to re-rig my bait, and Dad's over here hooking up with some biggins. That might be the biggest of the day. Maybe not.
It's a good one.
It is a good one. It's a smallie. Big smallie. Oh, big jump. Don't lose him. He wants you to get him.
I'm trying to.
Nice. What's wrong with that?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's 2 pounder. That's what we're here for. Should I catch this fish? He spit it out. Got him. Got him. There we go. There we go. Swapped it up on him a little bit. So I was throwing that choppo, I wasn't getting any bites. And my dad and I have both been noticing that most of the fish we're catching have crawdad pinchers and antennas sticking out of their mouth. So it just kind of just goes to show that they're feeding on the bottom mostly, eating those crawdads. We're not seeing a lot of fish schooling on the surface. Even though the choppo was a great way to catch a big one, I wanted to get some more numbers. So we swapped up back to the bottom bait, and we put a little crawdad on there. This is a little tiny packer craw. Probably my favorite little crawdad imitator. It just does them dirty. Been using it for like my entire life out here in these creeks. So, get back to the basics, try to catch some more fish. Yeah! Green sunny. Green sunny. Oh no! As expected. Nice little green sunny. That's a nice one. Is that a spot? You got doubles? I think I got a spot. No, that's a largie. That's a spot. Oh no! It was a nice spot and I just flipped him off. I should have grabbed him.
Got your trophy, boy.
Yeah. Oh. He came up and nuked it. Oh, you see that? Oh, that's probably my claw off my crawfish. Yep. I was about to say he'd spit up a crawfish, but he just spit up the claw off of my crawfish. I've only got one left. Then what am I gonna do? Oh yeah. You got some size? Nope. Nope. Green sunny? Oh yeah, nice little green sunny. Here you go. Guys, look at this little critter right here. This is awesome. Love finding these musk turtles up here in the creek. This is a razorback musk turtle. Look at his head. Little polka dot head. My dad actually found him. He saw him down there crawling around. He said, look at this pretty rock. That's a full grown one too. Look at that. That is Sternothrus carinatus. Big old head. So cool. This is the first turtle we've seen out here. We've seen 2 snakes, one getting eaten by the other, and 1 turtle. It's kind of crazy. Say bye. Man, I don't want to break this off. Is it deep over there? I'm free. I'm free. I got a bite. I got a fish. That's how you capitalize. Man, I'm gonna use I got no pinchers on this thing. Now it's just a Ned rig. All right, so I've got this crawdad. I only have one more full one in my bag, which kind of sucks. I've lost both my pinchers. So now it just kind of looks like a little Ned rig bait. We're gonna see if we can't catch something with it. It'll probably still work. It just looks a little atrocious. If I was actually throwing a Ned rig, I probably wouldn't throw it with this big a hook, but we'll see what happens. There he is. Definitely an easy meal for these fish now. Which I guess if I was a fish and I saw a crawdad hopping around down there with no pinchers, I'd go for it too. Wouldn't worry about getting bit. Nice little green sunfish. Oh snap. Here we go, guys. I see our second turtle of the day. I don't know if I'm gonna catch this guy. He is being very aware of me. I got him. I got him. Big one. Look at that thing. Really wasn't expecting to find one of these out here today. Oh, she's sad. Come on out. What's wrong with your mouth? Looks like she ain't got no bottom jaw. Here, I want to see your head. That's really weird looking. Well, that's a river cooter. And it's a pretty big one. She won't stick her head out. Okay, we'll send this one back. She's sad. But she got her head out now. I want y'all to see this thing. Poor thing. Okay, we'll send you back. Something. I drop shot it. There he is. What is that? That's a big old green sunfish. Dude donkey slammed it. I cracked back on that one, so I thought it was gonna be a great big old smallmouth or something. We're out here in some really wild stuff. I've never been down this far. My dad's been down here a couple of times, but we're in a really wild area, and there's a big old rock bluff wall right here. Water's got some good flow, got a little bit of depth, but big chunk rock. It looks really good. I think something nasty's fixing to happen over here. There he was. Is that a fish? And another donkey green sunfish. The further down we've gone, the more green sunfish we've gotten into, which is kind of strange. You would kind of think the opposite. Still a good one though. Oh, it's alive. Pretty cool. Guys, I just looked down at my feet and I saw this mussel shell and I was like, I wonder if it's alive or not. It looks really cool. Look at the colors on it. It's like this really just pearly, and then it kind of goes to like a turquoise color. Definitely alive, very heavy, but we're gonna send it back. We've caught fish, we've caught turtles, and we caught some mollusks. Take me to the gas station. Oh, there's a walleye. There's a walleye. There's a walleye. There's a walleye. He just chased my bait in. No lie.
You're lying.
Nope, not lying.
You're not just taking this walleye from here?
Oh, he chased it. Oh, he's still, oh my gosh, he's still there. He's still there. He wants this lizard. It's like a nice one.
Like a 2-pounder or something?
Yeah. Unless it was a sauger.
I thought it was a sauger.
I think it was a walleye. I mean, it was 100% a walleye. Dang it, man. I'm about to put that jerk bait on. All right, here's what we're doing. You can kind of see the river we're in now. It looks like we're in a completely different river, but we're not. We just walked way down. This pool just never ended. We thought it might run into some more shoals, but it just got muddier and muddier. And out there, it's just laced with just sharp, jagged rocks and holes, and we about wiped out about 10 times each. I actually just did some damage to myself. Check a look at this. Look at the back of my ankle, guys. I just like sliced the whole back of my ankle off on a sharp rock. Doesn't feel good, guys, but we're gonna keep pushing on. All right, guys, we're back with you, and man, what a fun time it was out there on the river. And guys, to be honest with y'all, we covered a massive amount of ground yesterday. We went further than we ever have out there, and it was pretty crazy. And I don't really honestly know if it was 100% worth it to go as far as we did, but at least now we know what is beyond where we normally stop at. We got to this one big long pool, which y'all saw at the end of the video, where it just turned to just mud. It was crazy when we just kept going, thinking that we would turn the corner and there would be a shoal there and we get back to a little bit cleaner water and some fish, but that just didn't happen. We got up on the bank and we kind of walked down a little bit, and eventually we did find a shoal, but it was forever downstream. And when we got back down in there, it just really wasn't that productive. It looked like there was some really productive water just a little bit further up, like maybe another half mile, but we really couldn't go any further. We started fishing out there around like 8 o'clock in the morning. And I think where we stopped at, it was like 5 o'clock, and we had to book it to get back to the truck before dark. And it was, like I said, it was very tiring. The thing about that river is that it's not super easy to walk. There's a lot of, jagged rocks. There's a lot of drop-offs. It's a little bit murky, and it's slippery. It's just, you don't have access to like that good gravel bank where you can just, cover, large expanses in a short amount of time. But we did all that in the spirit of great adventure, catch some nice fish, and ultimately just having a good time. Had a blast out there fishing with my dad. I've grown up fishing that river with him, my whole life, and it's always just a good time to get out there and see what we can get into, because it's always a different, unique experience every time. And we caught some nice fish. We ran into some good smallies. We caught some good largies. I had a nice spotted bass on for a minute. I swung him up and flung him. If I would have caught him, I would have had the trifecta of all the bass species, which is what I was ultimately going for. But, at least I hooked up with it. And we caught him doing a bunch of different things. My dad mostly threw a shaky head all day. I threw a shaky head for a little bit. I threw a Ned rig, threw a topwater, threw a jerkbait, threw a crawdad. I threw a little bit of everything and caught fish on everything. So that's always fun too. And I also had fun. I got to try out a new rod. I hadn't thrown it at all. This is the new 6th Sense Response Series rod. They came up with a whole lineup. It's a little bit more budget friendly than some of their existing lineups, so that's nice. I think they have 4 different spinning rod options and then probably about 10 different casting rods, and it performed well. This is the 7-foot medium light moderate action, and as y'all saw, I threw a bunch of different things with it, and it handled the lures and it handled the fish just fine. So if you're interested in checking out a new rod, this thing is really sweet looking, and like I said, it fished well. I'll leave it linked down in the video description below. And if you decide to pick up anything from 6thsensefishing.com, be sure to use that code CJ10 at checkout to save 10%. But with that, I think we're going to take it easy today. We covered a lot of ground. We kind of needed to chill out and recover a little bit so we can get back after it this week. It's still super steaming hot here in Arkansas, so I imagine we'll probably do some more creek fishing, maybe some more river wade fishing, just because that's really the only way you can beat the heat. But if y'all are getting tired of that, let me know. Let us know. We can figure something else out. Let us know what kind of fishing you would like to see us do, and we will try to capitalize on that as soon as possible. So leave your suggestions on what you want to see us do next down in the comment section below. And if y'all enjoyed today's video, do me a huge favor, hit thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.